So about 2 hours into the journey to Oymyakon. That's the vehicle there that we're going in. You can see how quite low it is. It's stacked in the back full of beer. You can see the important things for these communities. We've stopped for dinner, and you can see with all this melting snow how muddy everything is. We've just crossed the Lena, which is quite spectacular. I quite like that. A nice road across the Lena as one of the three main rivers that you guys will probably know. You've got the Ob out in Novosibirsk. You've got the what's it called? The Ob, the Yenisei down near Krasnoyarsk, which I pronounce always incorrectly, and the Lena up here. They're the three huge rivers, like some of the biggest rivers in the world, that drain the entire Siberian basin. And anyway, we're going to be driving up through the night. I actually don't know how it works. I'm just sort of sitting in the truck. They said it's going to take 20 hours, so I guess we'll drive all through the night. We're going to drive for another few hours, I reckon, on the flat, and then it goes up into the hills, which will be quite exciting. Anyway, that's where we've just had dinner. So 7 hours now on the road, and we're stopping here, some sort of coffee place, but they're knocking on the door and no one's answering. I don't know what time it is. It must be about 11, I guess, 11 or 12. Actually 7 hours. What time did we leave? We left 2 plus 2, 4. Oh, yes, about, it's about 11 o'clock at night. Well, we crossed an amazing ice river. It's amazing to think these things are frozen solid and you can only get them now, and that's why I realised at this time of year, we're going at this time of night, although it is minus 11, I think it says on my machine. And we've stopped at a service station in the middle of nowhere. Incredible. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I haven't managed to sleep at all. I've got the heater right below me and it's red hot. And I scrammed in the back, my knees are all jammed up. Anyway, that's us just there. We've got a flat tire as well on crossing the river. Good tips. Well, we've made it through the night. It must be about 6 o'clock in the morning now, or maybe 5 o'clock. Feeling a little bit, I didn't manage to sleep at all. However, look at that. There's moving water in a river. It's incredible. It is freezing cold. Maybe it's geothermal. I don't know why it's not steaming though. It's amazing that it's actually it's liquid. And the sun has come out and we've started to hit the mountains now, and you can see them behind me. It's beautiful. And also there's all these shaman type of worship bits, dolls, and not sacrifices. Well, sacrifices if you're smokers, cigarettes to the left, and sweets and bits like that. And there's some totem poles as well, you can see just there, with bits and pieces in between. Find out more about what all this means. But we're coming into the land of shamans. Look how beautiful that is. 17 hours in, and we've got 200 k's to go, so we've done 800 kilometers in 17 hours, whatever that is. And look at this, come to a little intersection. We turn off now, and this is where we go into Oymyakon. Been going down ice roads, but now the roads got a bit better, well, gravelly. And you've got all these mountains around, which is good. I've hardly slept at all, not surprisingly, being in the back, bouncing around, but how good is this? I'm in the middle of nowhere. Look at all these trucks. It's amazing that life exists out here when you see it on the map. It's amazing. It's fresh, it's not too cold. I don't know how cold, it's a negative something, but it's fresh. I don't have my other jumper on. It's sunny, which is so good, but you can see the clouds are coming in, so I reckon it's gonna snow at some point. It looks quite windy. Anyway, I didn't realize there's a little kitchen here. Look at this, a little truck stop. I don't know what they're eating. Looks like borscht soup is what I'm gonna have. That's a pretty good soup. It's got bits of reindeer in it. You can tell because it's so dark. It's basically this one tomato soup with a few herbs and reindeer. Just offloaded all this beer, loads of beer at this, I guess, local pub there, so the car's a little bit lighter now. In fact, it was all beer, 100% beer in the back of that car. And I think I want to go to this local museum, but I don't know how to do it because I'm an hour away from my town. I think this is the only taxi. If I miss this taxi, I'm not sure. So I'm trying to get in contact with somebody, but it's frustrating. It'll work out. But this is the local law museum with talking about shamans and stuff. So I don't know, hopefully I can make it back here somehow. I'll work away. Anyway, here we are at Tom Tor. It's -5, it feels quite nice, it's quite sunny. It doesn't feel like the coldest place in the world yet. Yeah, we're on the same time zone. Well, this is it, guys. Oymyakon, the coldest inhabited place on Earth. Minus, what is it? There it is. 71.2 degrees was recorded. I think it was 1930 or so in a meteorological station official recording just around the corner. This is in a bit of a sink here, so it gets quite very cold here. It drops down below negative pretty much from August all the way through to the end of March now. Basically, I'm now in April, and then it starts to rocket up and get really hot and gets into the 30s. So it's one of the few places in the world that also has over 100 degrees temperature change in the year. Not every year, but can you imagine that? 80 to 100 degrees. It's ridiculous. Now, this also, because I went to Afar, up in the Afar region, in Ethiopia, this is the other one of those weird type. I've been to the hottest inhabited place on Earth, and now I've been to the coldest inhabited place on Earth. And it's a bit like I've climbed the highest mountain on Earth, and I've climbed the smallest mountain on Earth. I've climbed the highest volcano on Earth and the smallest volcano on Earth. All those kind of crazy, stupid things. Anyway, it's really good to be here. I have no idea what this bull thing is. I'm going to have to check that out tomorrow. That's where I'm staying, just here. It's not freezing cold at the moment. My hand is cold. What does it say? It's been dropping. Yeah, that was just taken out of the pocket. It's now minus 3.8. And it's dropping. I reckon it'll get to about minus 10 and settle down about that. So it's not super, super cold, but still pretty cold. Looks like it's going to snow tomorrow. Been a huge drive, 23 and a bit hours it took to get here in a taxi. Cost about as much as it does to fly from Yakutsk all the way across Russia to Mexico to Moscow. Gosh, I'm tired. I need to sleep. And but it was worth it. I'm glad I've come. I'm glad I've seen it. It's a bit like an Australian Indigenous community, but it's fascinating for me seeing the engineering of the permafrost. Everything's obviously frozen 365 days a year below me, and how they build these houses. They're all very spread out, and I'd say there's a lot of renovators' delights here. So I don't know how much federal government funding comes into this place. But it seems quite nice. I've only seen 2 or 3 people out. It seems quite quiet. I haven't even found a supermarket yet, so I don't even know if there's a supermarket in town. I'll check all that out tomorrow. But that ends a long day in a taxi, day and a night in a taxi, crossing frozen rivers that were turning to slush. I've never done that before. Lots of firsts. Amazing. I'm very glad I did it.